Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to have a look at one of two new knife sharpeners from Wicked Edge that were created to meet a specific set of goals. They wanted to make a knife sharpener that was affordable, portable, delivered repeatable, high-quality results, and most of all, easy to use. Were they successful? We're going to find out. This is the WE20 half of the new Venture series. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at Wicked Edge for sending me this knife sharpener to review. Let's get started. Really important date here, guys. April 2nd is when the Kickstarter campaign is officially launching for both of these sharpeners. Make sure to check out the link in the description below to participate in the product launch. And guys, just a quick reminder, this is a prototype of the WE20. The final production version is going to be a lot nicer. Let's see how this guy works. Such a simple looking device and concept. We're going to have a look at how this works in just a second. So this is the WE20. This is the injection molded version. The WE26 is the milled version that uses 6061 T6 aluminum, basically the same stuff that AR-15s are made out of. And have they met their affordability goal? Well, this one is launching at just $40, under 50 bucks. And the aluminum one is at $175. So I think they've checked off that box. So I think that checks off affordability. What about portability? Has to be small, compact in size, lightweight. Let's get a rough overall length measurement here from end to end. Looks like we got just over, a little bit over 7 inches, about 1/7 and 1/8 inches overall length. Let's take a quick measurement height-wise here. And looks like we got just about 1 3/4 inches tall. And let's run a ruler across widthwise. So let's take it from these high points on both sides. And it looks like we got just about 1 inch thick, maybe just a little bit less. Wanted to give you guys a couple of different size references just so you get a better idea for the overall size of this knife sharpener. So here is a large permanent marker, and it looks like they can fit just about right on top there. And I'm just going to slide in the ruler again just to kind of bring everything together. Pretty compact. Let's see how much this weighs. Coming in at 3.3 ounces. And just in case you're wondering what 3.3 ounces might feel like, well, if you got a deck of cards around the house, weighs almost as much as that. Pretty compact and lightweight. I consider that portable. Check. Now, how does this simplistic device solve the issue of repeatability? How do you get the same great results over and over again? Because that is what every knife sharpening system tries to get you to do, is to maintain that same blade angle, sharpening angle, rake angle every time you pass over the stone. Because if you're inconsistent, you're never going to bring those two edges to a point, and you're never going to get a sharp edge. For example, take a look at this standard sharpening stone. Now, people that freehand on these things have really great experience in keeping the blade at the same angle as they're making their passes. Super consistent. Eventually, they're going to get both sides to come to a point. Now, for the rest of us that are not interested in putting in the time to get the experience, we're going to try this and we're going to be all over the place. This blade is going to be wafting up and down, back and forth, and we're never going to get those edges to meet to a point. But that's what knife sharpening systems are there to do. Help guide us so that as we're sharpening both sides, we eventually get to a point and we get to a nice sharp edge. Let's see how the WE20 solves that problem. Such a simple solution. Let's have a look at your knife carrier or slider here. So right now these ramps are angled at 20 degrees. You're going to put your knife flat right here and the blade is going to slide right in between this area. And as long as you keep the flats on this ramp, you're going to be sharpening at 20 degrees. Now they're going to have 15, 17, and 25 degree carriers available. But right now this one is set at 20 degrees. Let me show you how it's going to sit in here. Here's what it's going to look like from the top. You're just going to take the heel of the knife and insert it right in here. Now, depending on the angle of your handle and your scales, you might not be able to get the heel in there, but that's what it looks like from the top. Gonna bring you guys in real close so you can have a look at the slider. All right. Again, 20 degrees here. You can see right underneath here, there's some felt-like material to stop the flats on the top from scratching on this plastic. And remember, all you got to do is keep the flats on this ramp, and you're going to get the same angle every single time. Now right here, my edge is touching the stone. All I got to do is keep that flat down, and I'll get the same results over and over again. Does it give you a device to give you repeatable results? Check. So this slider is the secret to repeatability, but how easy is this to use? Let's have a look around this guy. Gonna just remove the carrier so we can have a look at the sharpening stones. It's just sliding in this groove here, so you just kind of pull it off like this. And there you go. You got your 500 diamond grit sharpening stone, and underneath you have your ceramic honing rod, and these are held in by a magnet. Pretty easy. Then on the other side, you got a leather strap. Now I've noticed the grooves that are in the base here, they kind of come up like this a little bit. And I don't know if that's by design, but you don't want to have to keep taking off the carrier every time you want to flip the stone over. So I think this is here to lock it in place all the way to either side so you can wiggle out the stone. Let me show you what that looks like. All right, we got the ceramic honing stone up. Now I want to flip it over. I'm just going to push this all the way, lock it into place there. And now it gives you just enough room to get your finger under here and slide that out, turn it around, and slide it back in. So I think that's what that's there for. Now you're back in business. Now, of course, we don't want this carrier sliding back and forth in your bag or your pack. So you're just going to remove it. And there's a secondary groove right under here that you can just hook it on and install it when it's not in use. And it looks just like that. And as far as use goes, we're going to go back to just sliding that right on the ramp like this. And you're just going to push forward and slide. All right, come back. Same thing. Up. Down. Let's test this out. All right, some of you might recognize this knife from previous Wicked Edge sharpening videos. Got it from Goodwill, it was in pretty bad shape, but we brought it back to life, and it still has a pretty decent edge on it. But we're about to ruin it. All right, just gonna muck up this edge a little bit so we can use the WE20 to resharpen it. So I'm just gonna drag this. Oh, I hate doing that. Right across here. All right, let's see how bad of a job I've done here. Had to give it a couple more passes over the stone to dull it, but that's pretty dull there. Let's see if it cuts any. Nope. All right, let's get to sharpening. All right, let's get started. I'll see you guys in a couple of strokes. Let's flip this over and get to the honing stone. Get some strokes in here. And let's get some strokes in on the strop here. All right, let's see how we did here. That's definitely got an edge back on it. Oh yeah. Back to sharp. And that, guys, for sure is easy to use. Once again, guys, this has been the WE20 knife sharpener from Wicked Edge, part of their new venture series. Have they made a knife sharpener that is affordable, portable, repeatable, and easy to use? Well, I think so. Remember, guys, to check the link in the description below to be part of the Kickstarter launch on April 2nd. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.